Hey Clashers, it's finally time because there's a really good use case for the new equipment for the Minion Prince, the Meteor Staff. You want to combine that with a mass Dragon Rider army composition where when the Angry Jelly runs out, the Minion Prince is going to be stuck on storages and such, but the Meteor Staff can keep supporting those Dragon Riders, and this makes this combination really powerful. A really big shout out goes to AMG, another content creator who came up with this. I will link his channel down below in the description. And I think we are just jumping into 2 Clan War attacks and then doing an attack with the Legend modifier to really test the limits of this combination. Let's dive in. Okay, so let's get ready with the first base. We have a double rage base with like a really annoying looking core. So we have to get the Royal Champion Charge in there. Obviously, the biggest star of the show of this trilogy is still the Royal Champion Charge. You need to get the most crucial defenses out of the way, and one of the most crucial ones is, for example, the Town Hall, or whenever there are rage towers, defenses inside of that. So let's try to get there. I would think we're starting off from this top side here. We're going to use 2 Rockadoons to snipe this one, and then as far as there's not too much damage, we're just using the normal cycle, which means we're going to use we're going to use the invisibility spells when the second count is going to change from 7 to 6. Now, as we're getting closer to the Town Hall, I think we have to like change that to 8 and 3, because this means that we should be then way better. Yep, there we go. Now another invis, just like that. Royal Champion ability. Invis now here and push the Royal. Yep, there we go. Getting the value needed. Another invis now. This should be looking pretty good so far. There is a spring. We still have... Yep, there we go. Yes, okay. We still capture alive. That's good. Let's try another invis. Make sure that we're not running low on power here. Another invis. I think we could have skipped a bit better, but hey, that's fine. So we have the fire spitters. Now, I would say we're starting from the far right side, so let's do that. Slammer in first. The Dragon Riders in next. Warden, Minion Prince. Some minions for cleanup, so that's good for us. The Archer Queen, we can snipe. Yeah, I think we're just going to snipe the back end air defenses here. I think that's the best thing we can possibly do. So let's just keep going. We're going to use the Eternal Tome ability right now. So we're blocking all of that nice damage, which is solid for us. And then the Minion Prince ability really soon as well, because the problem here is, like, let's do it now, because at some point, Angry Jelly obviously is going to run out, and that's then otherwise a really big issue for us if we have not used it just yet. Now let's try to get this right, the giant arrow here. There we go. Nice. Already some really solid value. The Ice Golems are running across, which is totally fine. The Minion Prince now is staying back. You can see he's cleaning things up, but he keeps supporting with the Meteor and like keep striking those defenses. There we go. Again, really nice. I think we're going to like ice block a few of those Dragon Riders so they can tank the Minion Prince. Bay Dragon from the far left. We have now the Queen, the Giant, and everything joining in. And this should now completely overpower this back end. We can already use... Oh, there's already one minion working, so that's fine. Let's use another Bay Dragon right here. And we now have a really big push going on, completely overpowering this back end. And as I said, the Minion Prince now staying behind, staying safe, and at the same time keep spawning those meteors to support those Dragon Riders, which deal quite some nice damage. With that being said, I think we should overpower the rest of the base quite easily with 30 seconds left. Yep, there we go. The Defending Queen being the biggest threat to us. That is for sure here. But there we come with our Inferno Dragons. I think you could as well add some Headhunters. But I guess it's kind of tricky to get them in, especially versus Ground Expos. So I guess that's why, yeah, it's not getting utilized as much. But let's dive into the next attack, because this one is really powerful. This time around, let's attack a double poison base, and then we're going to switch to the Legend modifier to really see how strong it looks over there. But to kick things off, we have to go through, again, the most important defenses, which is the Town Hall. And since we have a lot of damage over there, we should go with a double cycle, which means on like the 8 and 3 seconds, because this means less effective usage of the Spirit Fox, but the Spirit Fox should stay alive longer, which is the crucial part in this one. So let's get things started right here. That's already solid. Now the first invis. Skip the Tesla. It's not really needed as much. And then, as I said, on 3 seconds and now on 8 seconds. Those are our timings. Mage Trap is a bit annoying. 8 seconds again. And then... Ooh, no. Don't rotate out of the... Okay, now this. I wasn't sure about the range there, but hey, it's fine. Let's now again invest this. Hopefully the Fox following. Yep, there we go. Nice. Now Now let's skip a couple of defenses here to make sure that we're getting the value from the aura. It's another... Yep, there we go. Oh, nope. Stay inside. Invis, please. So that entry already looks really solid for us, I would say. Let's just stay close to this. So we're getting the... Oh, can we get the... Come on. Takedown? Yes, thank you. Finally. Finally, it's gone. We even get the clan castle as well. Let's use another invis. Can we get anything else? Oh yeah, that poison tower would be amazing. That would be amazing. And it is. Nice. Okay, now let's get started here. Let's use one test rocket loon. Then we're diving in here with the rest. Again, you want to typically use the minion prince quite early because at some point he's going to stop following. So we're just going to use it right now. And then the warning ability a little bit later. And we start with the cleanup here. Eternal Tome. Maybe... I think now. Now the Archqueen again. Get the back end to air defenses. We do not need to snap any sweepers. So that was good for us. Perfect. And now let's see how this goes. The minion prince is the... How is that minion prince getting targeted? Okay, so we have to ice block him. So he stays safe. Yep, there we go. And the cool thing as well, when the minion prince is ice blocked, he can keep spawning those meteors. And now we can see, he's like staying back, but just keeps spawning his meteors, so that's really nice for us. We can snipe the back end air defense here quite easily. And with that being said, we have another nice 3-star for us. I mean, the synergy, that is for sure there with the meteor, with the angry jelly running out and such. So that is a really, really nice thing. The question though is, with this attack being somewhat close, how well can this work in the legend modifier, where especially heroes are even more deadly? Because I feel like having a plan for the defending heroes is something really, really crucial. Now we're going to test the limits, because typically poison tower bases are not the nicest thing to attack, because having those double rage tower bases, that's typically perfect because you can take down a lot of value with the Royal Champion shots in the beginning. Everything is clumped together, so great value for you. But on this one, it's a bit more tricky, but we still go with the same approach. Try to go for the core, try to go for the heavy-hitting defenses, which is something like the Town Hall. But it's something which is really crucial, especially now with the defenses hitting harder, is getting the right cycle with the Royal Champion. I feel like this is something which a lot of people are struggling with, is when and where to deploy the invis spells. Because there is a difference between heavy damage areas where you have to double cycle, and then, well, areas where there is not as much damage where you have to single cycle, which means single cycle is something where, let's get this right here, is where you're deploying the invis when the second count is going from 7 to 6, and the double cycle is where you're deploying the invis on 8 and 3 seconds. So again, 8 seconds we're deploying the invis, which then means you're having less value from the Fox itself, but overall, there's still some value in there, but there's no chance of the defense actually hitting your troops, and that is kind of the crucial part here. Let's use the minion, let's do this now. Again, on 3, because we're in the middle of the base. And this is how you can keep the Fox alive for so much longer as well. If you're watching the pros, how they can keep the Fox alive so much longer than most likely you and your classic legend attacks. For us right now, we're really far on the outside, but I think we're just going in with the invis right now. Not really the most optimal thing, I guess, but still somewhat solid. I think we should be good to go here. Let's do one more invis. We have another invis as well. Can we get the Fire Spitter maybe? That would be crazy good for us. Let's see. No, I don't think so. Nope, not with the Royal Champion attacking us. But hey, this means we're going in from the top side with the Dragon Riders and everything. Minion Prince, Warden. Let's go in. We can snipe the back end to air defenses yet again, which should be quite nice for us. And let's see. Minion Prince ability now. I think, oh, that Minion Prince ability was amazing. Let's get the giant arrow right. Yep, nope. Oh, we did not get the back end. That's bad. Warden ability. Yeah, I think it's catching pretty much everything. Let's get the minions right. We have the Minion Prince defending this top right side, but hey, should be alright. Should be alright, hopefully. Let's see. So, again, let's see how the push is going. The back end Fire Spirit is super annoying, but at this point now, the Minion Prince is stuck in the middle part, which is, I think, completely fine. We still have the Minion Prince firing with the meteors. We can snipe the back end just like this with the rocket loons. That's good. I will ice. Do we have to ice block something? I was about to say, I don't think. Oh no, that's really bad now. I want to have them alive. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It should be fine. We can use one archer up here. We can use the baby dragon. And take a look at that. We still have plenty of troops left alive. The queen is alive. We have the defending queen being quite annoying. And that's the thing here, right? Like, those defending heroes, you need to have a plan for them. But if you don't, that can be the thing where the problems start. But on this one, this is as well what the purpose of those Inferno Dragons are, and they can just beam down those defending heroes so nice, like so nicely and everything. Again, somewhat closer tank, but hey, in the end, just matters that it's a triple. That is what is the most important thing. And as well, I missed the back end air defense. I know, not the best Robin Hood shot which I have ever done, but hey, it's still fine. You can still do those little small mistakes in Legend modifier, and you're still going to be completely fine overall. But yeah, give it a try. I always said in the beginning, a huge shout out goes to AMG. His YouTube channel is going to be linked down below in the description of the video where he came up with this. The synergy is just really great. And yeah, as well, I don't have it maxed out, I've just noticed. Yeah, I feel like it's not the best equipment, so I didn't max it out right away. I just normally farming it, I guess. But hey, it's fine. As always, thank you so much for watching the video. I will see you guys back tomorrow with the next one. And then, see ya and bye-bye.